This is Super Yacht News with E. Sisman. Hi, welcome back to the channel. So before we go to our main story, we're getting reports of a man overboard incident and search in the Atlantic Ocean. At 02:27 hours UTC on today's date, 2nd of December, a crew member fell overboard from the yacht Ocean Breeze mid-Atlantic. The search has been initiated by the vessel, and it's now become a rescue operation coordinated by the MRCC Norfolk in the US. The MRCC issued an emergency alert to all shipping for assistance, to which a number of vessels responded, including some other vessels in this rally that this vessel was involved in, and the superyacht Project X. Now, the crew member, like I said, was involved in this rally, the Atlantic Rally for Cruisers, an annual event from Gran Canaria to St. Lucia. He was on board the Austrian-flagged Volvo 70 yacht, like I said, named Ocean Breeze, when he fell overboard. Now, it's understood the crew member is wearing an automatically inflatable life jacket with a personal AIS beacon attached. The circumstances for why he went overboard is currently unknown, and the family of the crew member has been informed. He's obviously fallen over. He's got a life jacket, AIS beacon. Assuming that beacon's worked, they should have found him in good order, but it's been a number of hours since then. Now, the part of the problem is that without an immersion suit, his time in that water is very limited because the temperature of that water would be rather cold at this time of year, I would imagine. Anyway, we'll bring you more on that when we have it. All right, we'll move on to our next story. In episode 406, we talked about Sunseeker, the yacht builders, being fined around £400,000 for illegal use of teak exported from Myanmar. And in the story, we mentioned that Ocean Co. had possibly used similar wood in the construction of a yacht built for Jeff Bezos. Well, now the Public Prosecutor's Office in the Netherlands has imposed a fine of €150,000 on the Dutch yacht manufacturer. The yacht builder used the wrong wood from Myanmar on the yacht Koru. The yacht Koru belongs to billionaire Jeff Bezos, of course, and is the largest privately owned sailing yacht in the world. Now, Ocean Co. is based in Alblasserdam in the Netherlands, and they'll be fined for violating the European timber regulation. The law prohibits the import and use of wood that's been illegally cut down and requires companies to do everything they can to rule out. They have to rule out that it has been illegally cut down. Now, Ocean Co. purchased teak furniture for the vessel in 2022 through a Turkish woodworking company and a teak wood for its finishing. Both were sourced from Myanmar, but Ocean Co. did not investigate the exact origins of the wood. The press release said it's no longer possible to determine whether this wood was legally or illegally cut down. And the wood used for the teak deck on Bezos' super sailing yacht also comes from Myanmar. The Dutch yacht building company bought this through a German timber trader, Alfred Newman GmbH. According to Public Prosecution Office, there are indications that the origin of this wood is also illegitimate, but they went on to say that Ocean Co. cannot be blamed for that, as the responsibility for the investigation of the origin of the wood lies with the company that imports it into the European Union markets, and in this case that was the German company Alfred Newman. The press release from the prosecution service states that the company Ocean Co. never intended to violate the Timber Act, but confirms that they did not investigate the origin of that wood. They also said in the press release, since 2019, they no longer accept orders from customers who want wood from this country. In 2022, two timber dealers based in the Netherlands were found guilty of illegal importation of wood and sentenced to community service. The total of 300 hours between the two of them for the illegal importation of that wood. Now, the reason why everybody wants wood from Myanmar is because it's considered to be the highest quality in shipbuilding. The reasons for this is that it's very strong, but it has a rough surface, meaning that when you walk on it in the wet, it's not slippery. Now, the European Union placed sanctions on Myanmar in 2021 after a coup by the military, and the proceeds of that wood goes partially to the army. They've been accused of serious human rights violations for decades by the United Nations and others. And FYI, there's no evidence to prove that Jeff Bezos was aware the wood was from illegal sources. All right, we'll move on to our next story. Now, this is reporting from Moscow Times. It says that the former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev, who is now the deputy chair of Russia's Security Council and a vocal critic of Western nations, has reportedly purchased a £3.5 million or $4.4 million luxury yacht manufactured in the UK. The vessel, named motor yacht Hurry Up, was built by the Plymouth-based Princess Yachts in 2024 and imported into Russia through a foundation allegedly linked to Medvedev, according to the investigators' outlet, The Insider. The foundation, known as the Foundation for the Support of National Maritime Programs, facilitated the import through a related company, documents have revealed. The foundation is headed by Dmitry Ustratov, an associate of Ilya Yeleslev, who is a long-time confidant of Medvedev and overseer of his financial interests. Now, Medvedev, known for his lavish lifestyle, already owns a fleet of luxury yachts. This includes the Italian-built GV, valued around £4 million, and motor yacht Universe, a 74-metre, 240-ish foot super yacht worth an estimated £82 million or $103 million. Universe boasts features such as a helipad and secure communications system, and is reportedly financed by oligarch Igor Yusufov via an offshore entity in the Cayman Islands. His latest reported acquisition stands in stark contrast to Medvedev's fiery rhetoric against the UK. He recently labelled Britain a perennial enemy of Russia, except for apparently Princess Yachts, who he's happy to buy yachts from. Interestingly, last year we mentioned that Medvedev owned superyacht Universe, and we received letters from somebody claiming to represent the real owner, saying Medvedev was not the owner. But the funny thing is, we've had multiple sources who are very close with the vessel, including former crew, who've told us he's the owner. And I've even been on board that yacht and was told at the time by the crew that he was indeed the owner. So, but they're saying he's not the owner. So, you know, like I've said before, it's not like you have a pink slip with the name of the person who owns the yacht. The vessels are always bought through shell companies connected to some trusts, you know, registered in the British Virgin Islands, etc. So they have plausible deniability. And they very often take people who they know from when they were younger and put them in charge of trusts, and the trust does whatever they say, you know, and that's how they get around these things. One last thing before I go, the 97-metre or 318-foot super yacht Faith has been renamed. The new name is Sophia. Now, the yacht was built in 2017, I believe, for Lawrence Stroll, who's now part owner and executive chairman of Aston Martin and the full owner of Aston Martin Formula One team. He sold his yacht in 2022 to Michael Latifi, who's also involved in Formula One, also Canadian. However, Stroll still uses the yacht frequently, and the yacht is on the charter market. And the name change apparently precedes Lawrence Stroll's new yacht, which is under construction with Fedship, which will no doubt be called Faith. Now, Stroll's latest yacht is currently known as Project 714, and it's due to be delivered next year. Now, unusually, actually, Stroll's decision to build this new yacht is unusual in that he's downsizing from his 97-metre Faith to a 79-metre yacht, which is the opposite of what most owners do. Having said that, we don't know the gross tonnage of the new vessel, so it could be almost the same in gross tonnage. Length is not everything, I'm told. All right, guys, just before you go, remember to join us on Patreon. We've got regular video uploads on there, lots of updates, lots of vlogs, including European road trips and the Atlantic vlog series, which is exclusive to Patreon. If you've got any information for us about any of these stories, be sure to get in touch. You can get us in the email address in the ticket. You can get us on the About page of YouTube. You can get us on Instagram, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, and Threema. Be sure to like this video, very important for the algorithm. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for future notifications. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch up with you soon. Bye-bye.